Welcome in the world of machine learning, a practical approach under machine learning using Python series of lectures. This is lecture 5, dataset and data preprocessing part 3. So we'll be focusing on the next part of the data processing. So these are the contents of today's lecture, that is encoding categorical data in data preprocessing. Now let us see the next step, that is the fifth step of our data preprocessing in the machine learning. So let us first see what is categorical data. This we have already discussed, but just to complete the discussion of this lecture, I will give you an idea. Categorical data is a data having values like yes, no, or true, false, or some range values like blue, green, red, yellow, that is the color range, or you may have even the range value of gender like male, female, transgender. So we may have certain categorical data like this. But the problem with our machine learning model is that it works with numbers, and any data which is categorical data, not as a numeric data, needs to be converted into numerical equivalent, and this process of conversion is called encoding. Now to do encoding of any attribute having categorical data, we need a label encoder class of pre-processing library of sklearn in Python. Now in our case, we have a data set. Now let us focus on the data set which I am pointing here. So we have a data set in tabular form. So we have independent part having three attributes, country, age and salary, and a dependent part having purchased, one attribute, that is purchase. That means we have a data of certain company having clients in different countries, having certain age and salary, and we can inspect the data set and can see whether the client has purchased any of the product of company or not. Now this is the data set. So I have just revised it for your understanding. Now in this entire data set, we are having two columns, that is column index 0 country having categorical data, having three countries, different countries appearing frequently, and in purchased we have only two categories, either yes or no. Now we need to convert this categorical data into numeric data using encoding scheme, and for that we have certain steps in Python. So let us focus on the coding part where I am pointing here now. So from sklearn.preprocessing import label encoder. So we are using label encoder class to achieve this conversion, that is called encoding. Now here I have created one object, label underscore encoder underscore x. So what this x stands for? It is the independent variable feature vector. Now using this label encoder constructor, we'll be constructing an object which will perform the encoding on the independent feature vector x. Now to apply this conversion, we invoke the fit transform method of the label encoder class using label underscore encoder underscore x object. And to this fit underscore transform method, we need to pass the entire vector or a variable vector feature vector x. So I have specified here that I want to apply transformation on the entire data set, that is the independent part of the data set. First colon indicates the rows, that is all rows, comma 0 indicates only one attribute, that is column attribute at column index 0, that is country. So this will apply the encoding on the entire data set, but on only one attribute or column vector, that is country, having column index 0. Now if you try to print this X, which is the independent part of our data set, you will get this output. So this output is nothing but the array, and in that, if we compare the output now with the earlier X independent variable set, so here France is replaced by 0, Spain is replaced by 2, Germany is replaced by 1, Spain is replaced by 2. So as you see here, that every Spain occurrence has been assigned value 2. Every German occurrence, that is string German occurrence, has been assigned value 1, and France is given value 0. So if we have 3 countries, then 0, 1, 2, these are the 3 numeric values assigned, fixed value to each of the country. Had there been 4 countries, so it would have been 0, 1, 2 and 3. For example, if there would have been say some Tokyo, then that Tokyo would have been given value 3, something like this. So this happens internally. But do remember, whatever values here are being assigned to the string country like France, Spain, Germany, our model will get confused with these values. How? So we'll see this in next slide. Before getting into further details of the encoding of categorical data, we'll try to understand the execution of the code which does encoding. So whatever discussion we had in the earlier slide, that we'll try to understand by understanding the execution of the code in Spyder environment. So we have this coding. So as we discussed so many things in the earlier 2 lectures of data pre-processing. So we have, as usual, importing of libraries, then we have importing of data set, and we here segregates the data into independent and dependent part, that is independent variable feature vector and dependent variable vector. So here if you observe that we are having X in which all the columns except last one, and in Y we have all the rows and only last column. So in our data set we are having 4 features, that is attributes, I may say. First one is country, second one is age, third one is salary, and the fourth one is whether the client has purchased some product of company or not. So these were 4 attributes. Of that, 3 goes to X, that is independent part of the data split, and Y, the dependent part of the data split. Now we are having here imputer class. Then we'll be dealing with the missing data as we have discussed in the last lecture. And then after dealing with missing data part, now we are here to do encoding of the data. So we have already seen the discussion regarding to label encoder and how this label encoder class will be basically doing the transformation using fit_transform method. Now if you see the output in the IPython console, you will find that the country categorical values like Spain, France and Germany are given these numeric values in between 0 and 2. As there are 3 countries, so we have 3 values, 0, 1 and 2. So this is the practical execution. So I suggest you to pause this video to understand these steps. Go to the Spyder, do type this code, run this code and see the output. So as I told you in the earlier slide that the values assigned to the countries like France, Germany and Spain in terms of 0, 1 and 2 will confuse our model. In what sense it confuses the machine learning model? The machine learning model will try to interpret these 0, 1, 2 are the values in the range and having some correlation with each other. But as such, there is no correlation between any of these two countries, because the product purchased by any of the clients from the France has nothing to do with the product purchased by the client from the Germany, because these are independent clients. They don't have to do anything with each other. But our model will interpret this thing in that sense, that is correlation sense, and we'll be getting wrong output. So if we want that our model should not create any correlation between these numerical values of the countries, then we need to use something called dummy variables. Now these dummy variables will remove the confusion and will assign a separate variable to each of the country value. So how to do it? So we need to use one more class from our pre-processing library of sklearn, that is called one-hot encoder class. So our label encoder, as we have discussed, will be converting our string data, categorical data into numerical data. But whatever data is converted by the label encoder, that is in terms of range of values 0, 1, 2, and that creates the confusion. So up to this step we have already seen how it performs the transformation. But to remove the confusion of any correlation of these values like 0, 1, 2, we use one-hot encoder. Now I have created one-hot encoder object, and using one-hot encoder class constructor, I want to create dummy variables for which attribute? Country attributes. Now country attribute is at what column? Index 0. So I pass one argument to the one-hot encoder, that is called categorical underscore features. So I want that categorical features should be applied. I mean to say dummy variables should be created for the categorical features. And what is that category feature? That is the only one feature at time, that is country at column index 0. Why? Because we are just looking at the independent part of the data set, not at the dependent part. Okay. So here this conversion is done by the one-hot encoder, but that is applied on the X, that is independent part of the data set, using fit underscore transform method. So we pass that independent vector to the fit underscore transform method of the one-hot encoder. Now what it does? It applies the dummy variable conversion concept on the X, but only on categorical feature column 0, because we have already told the one-hot encoder that the only categorical feature we need to consider here in our case is country, and that is at column index 0. So with this, the transformation will be done and you will be getting output something like this. Now what this is? So earlier we were having only one column for this country, the next column was for age, and the last column in the independent variable vector was salary. But here now we got total 5 columns. Now how these new 3 columns are appearing? Now these new 3 columns are nothing but the dummy variables. Now what is the correlation between our country column and the 3 columns created at index 0, 1 and 2 by the Python? We'll see this in the next slide. So here let us try to understand this dummy variable mapping. So our categorical variable values like France, Germany and Spain are mapped with the dummy variables. Now this 0, index 1, index 2, these are 3 dummy variables created internally by the Python environment when you execute the code, which we have seen in the earlier slide. Now here we have in our original data set the country at index column index 0. Now having values France, Spain and Germany. Now the one hot encoder has created first variable at index 0, which is mapping to France. So wherever there is a appearance of France in this country column, the first dummy variable will be assigned value 1. That means for this dummy variable 0, France is the country mapped, and wherever there is France appearing in the country, the column 0 is marked 1. Now here is 1 because France is appearing in the first row. Now here is 1 because France is appearing after say 5 rows, that is 6th row. Then again France is appearing, and then again here France is appearing. So this way first country is mapped with the first dummy variable. Now here the next country is Germany. So Germany is mapped with dummy variable column index 1. So here wherever there is German or Germany string appearing in the country, which is the categorical value, it is mapped with the numerical value 1 in the second dummy variable at index column index 1. So wherever there is Germany, you will find that that entry is marked 1. Now this way we have for Spain as well. So dummy variable at column index 2 is mapped with Spain. So here we have this mapping, that column 0 for France, column 1 for Germany and column 2 for Spain. So what is column 0, column 1, column 2 are in the independent variable vector of our data set. So these 0, 1, 2 are the dummy variables equivalent to something called France, Germany and Spain. This way, now as these values are interpreted not as a single column having range value from 0 to 2, these values are no way confusion to our model now. So these are considered as the separate distinct values having no correlation between them. So this way we have addressed the issue of the correlation misunderstanding of the categorical values by our model. So like our dependent variable feature vector, we may even perform the transformation on dependent variable vectors if our dependent variable vector has certain categorical values. But in our case, if we see the dataset that we are having only one attribute in the dependent variable vector, and that too has only two values in terms of yes or no. So as there are only two values, so these two values can easily be mapped with 0 and 1. So that's why we don't need here dummy variables. So while applying the encoding of the categorical data on dependent variable y, in our case, we'll be just calling the label encoder class to perform the operation of encoding, and using this label encoder object for y, that is the dependent variable vector attribute, we'll call the fit transform method and we'll apply this encoding done in the earlier step on the y, so that y will be having a new form. So in earlier case, y was having only one attribute purchased having values no, yes, no, yes, no, yes. But after this transformation, it will be having a column having numerical values. So instead of no, there will be 0, instead of yes, there will be 1, instead of no, no, it will be 0, 0, instead of yes, yes, it will be 1, 1, instead of no, 0. So this way, all the categorical values are replaced with the numerical values. That's what was the purpose of performing the encoding on the categorical data. So here is the complete program up to what? Up to the encoding part, that is the encoding of categorical data. So as usual, we have importing of the libraries, then we import the dataset, then we split the dataset into something called independent feature vector and dependent vector. Then we will deal with the missing data part. So here is the coding of missing data. Then using label encoder, we'll be performing the conversion of the categorical data, string data into numerical data. So if our categorical data attribute has more than 2 values, so we need to perform the one-hot encoder conversion. That is, dummy variables need to be created. That is the things happening in the background using one-hot encoder. So one-hot encoder will create the dummy variables as we have seen in the earlier part of this discussion. Then we also need to apply the encoding on the dependent variable. So up to this point, this code is complete. Now I executed this code in the Spyder environment, and then I got this output. What is that output? So I got created, that is the independent variable vector x, dependent vector y. That is, this x is the feature vector and y is the dependent variable vector. So I got all the proper transformation done in x and y in proper way. So dear learners, how was the lecture? Give us a feedback. So we are GCS Solutions, making technology easy to learn. So till next lecture, happy coding.